well, hello. Welcome. Come in. Welcome to my home. I'd like to welcome you to Houston, Texas. My name is Alexandra Lynn Dankert, and I am a 26-year-old fangirl. First, I'd like to talk to you about how I first became a fangirl. It had to start when I was 4 or 5. My dad, he would put in a rerunning video of Mary Poppins, and I just remember sitting there and gazed at the TV, and I was just entranced by Julia Andrews. And I would get up on my coffee table, similar to this, and start dancing to Mary Poppins and singing it at my heart's content. And I remember getting little dresses of Mary Poppins and dolls, and my mom was just telling me, she's obsessed with this. And that's where it has to truly start. It starts with obsession. By the way, this is a little side note. This is my boyfriend. Every time we drop the camera, he runs off to the computer, and I'm not kidding, runs off to the computer to play Star Wars The Knights of the Old Republic that just came out December, what is it, the 11th? No, 20th. It came out December 20th. And him and I are both playing, let me wake up my computer screen, Star Wars of the Old Republic, side by side. What a couple. Now that is what we call love. Now back to the lines of following the obsession, I wanted to talk to you about another childhood obsession of mine that took over many of the years of my life and still continues to this day. Now recently in our culture, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic came out, 2 years ago? Now I don't follow that line of obsession. I actually follow the original 1980s My Little Pony fandom. Up here, Eric, if you would pan up here, this happens to be 75 mint condition My Little Ponies that currently reside looking over me on my entertainment center. Eric, can you pan down here too? I actually know every single one of their names. This is Chief, this is Cocoa Berry, this is, let's see, Cherry's Jubilee, this is, we've got Sunfire here, and I know all the names. There's Posy, there's another Cherry's Jubilee back there. I'm trying to get them all restored currently, but as you can see, I have a lot of them. Also, Eric, kind of down here too. This is my original sleeping bag from when I was a little girl. This is gifts that people have just given me. And also over here, I have, and yes, I wear them regularly. 6 days of the week. I need a 7th, and it's on HotTopic.com right now. 7, I'll eventually get there, My Little Pony t-shirts. And Eric, can you confirm that I wear these on a daily basis?
I can.
So this is another one of my childhood obsessions that is readily displayed in my living room. Also, I'd like to pan your attention over here to one more obsession. Eric, this is my fireplace. This is the love of my life. I love him to death. I am dating my current boyfriend because your name is Eric, after the Phantom of the Opera?
You wish.
It is. You are after the Phantom of the Opera, sir. This is also an obsession. I saw this in 1999, and I had to have my dad buy me the album, and I listened to it till he literally came in my room and said, "Shut the album off. Shut it off. I just can't take it. Shut it off." We listened to it because I lived in Florida. Back and forth. You have no clue. You have no clue how much I love this play. It is amazing. So that is another example of my obsession. Again, he has gone back to the computer. And Eric, what was the excuse you gave me this time?
I was in the middle of battle.
He is in the middle of battle. And this is why he cannot pull himself away from the computer to come see me. And he's trying to help me film, but he is too transfixed into Star Wars The Knights of the Old Republic. This happens to me on a regular basis with World of Warcraft. Actually, World of Warcraft, I started that back in high school with a bunch of my friends, got on a guild, and I am currently a recovering addict from World of Warcraft. I had Orlin, an 85 level mage. She was fire-powered, actually just turned over to Arcane in the newest expansion. I gave her up for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic because $14.99 a month is a lot to play, and I just can't afford 2 MMORPGs. I'm sorry. Wow, I love you, but Star Wars came out. During the taping this film, Eric and I had a little discussion. We couldn't remember how many imaginary men I'm in love with. I just went online to my DeviantArt page. It's TinaGirl259 DeviantArt. Just look it up. And currently I have listed 32 different imaginary men that I'm in love with. If you can see that, Eric.
Nope.
Well, that's okay. But 32 of them, all of them from imaginary fan fictions. Actually, it's kind of a sad story. My parents got divorced when I was really little, and to cope with their divorce, I started reading fan fictions, which I'm sure you guys know what fan fictions are. They're made-up stories using already written material. And I would read these constantly at night under a blanket. I would throw a blanket over my computer just to sit there and read them up until 2, 3 a.m. in the morning through high school. I would come in with bloodshot eyes in the classroom just to keep these guys in my head and in my heart all day. I have to read the list to remember all these. So there's Eric, Jareth, Anakin, Spike, Julian, Jacob, Nightcrawler, Severus, Goliath, V, Hatter, Scarecrow, Beast Boy, Lear, Inuyasha, Helios, Worf, Megamind, Maruku, Sesshomaru, Angel, Thrall, Yuki, Vincent, Hannibal, Lawrence, Leonard, Percy, Howl, Ashitaka, Akira, and Zero. To count, and I actually know I'm already missing 5 more because I just started 5 more fandoms to date. So those are my loves of my life, and you're always second in my heart, Eric. Eric.
What?
You need to pause that. We have to film.
Fine.
Eric, you need to pause that. You need to pause that.
Yes. What?
Oh, you weren't even listening to me. This is where our relationship goes wrong.
How so?
He wasn't even listening to me due to Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, I love you. And now the fun part, I'm going to show you all my costumes in my closet.
Okay.
This is my first costume. It's Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. It's not authentic, but eventually I'd like to get there. This is Toto, a.k.a. David Bowie, my dog, who I named after David Bowie, my other obsession with singer. He's going crazy because I got a laser pointer, but as you can see, I really wanted a Cairn Terrier because he was Toto from Wizard of Oz. Expecto Patronum. Another fandom of mine, I actually just completed this, Harry Potter. Also, I had mentioned, I went to Flagler College in St. Augustine, which was Hogwarts, made in 1865. Very, very castle-like, awesome. Used to have ghosts everywhere, used to tell ghost stories. Also, my dream and goal for this year is to go to Harry Potter Island in Universal Studios, which I missed out on by 6 months from moving to Texas. There we go. This is my Texas Renaissance Festival gown. The completion of this gown is all leather. It cost me about $1,000. Eric and I readily, during Renaissance Festival time from November to October, spend about roughly $1,500 each of us on our own. Spend $1,500 at the Renaissance Festival to complete costumes. Since moving to Texas, that is all I've been doing during the fall months. And this is another Renaissance costume that I have completed. It includes a tail and all. This one was the first Renaissance costume I got. I wanted to tell you a really sweet tale about Eric and I. His friends, we met at the game shop, which I'm going to take you to soon. And his friend Robert told me, "Hey, have you ever been to the Texas Renaissance Festival?" I said, "No, what is that?" He's like, "Well, it's this great place you can go, and everybody dresses like period costumes." And I went there, and I didn't have one, so he went and got me this Renaissance costume, and he told me about this guy friend he had that's looking for a girlfriend. I said, "Well, tell me about him." He said, "Well, he's tall." So I said, "Well, what else?" He said, "He's tall." So we went to the Renaissance Festival. I met him, and he was dressed as a Knights Templar, and I fell instantly in love with him. Welcome. This is my home away from home. This is Fat Ogre Games and Comics. It's nighttime right now, and this is one of my hangout spots when I am not, I repeat, not at home playing an MMORPG. Bring you into the store now. It's a little dark in here. There's my boyfriend, and this is my friend Buck. And this is Warhammer 40K. We play a tabletop game that consists of little army men, and I'm about to show you them. Over this way, we have some people, but I still wanted to show you something I've just started playing after I purchased the set for my Christmas present. This is a Warhammer Fantasy. These are a couple of figurines. The one here on the left I painted, and those are a couple of my chariot here, and this is the whole game table. That's my friend Buck. I play with him, and of course my boyfriend Eric. I play with him. Also, that's a epic Capri Sun we have on the table. But hopefully I'd like to get good enough maybe to play in some minor small tournaments. That's about it. But usually Friday and Saturday nights we're here all night till about 2 a.m. Hey, I'd like to thank you for giving this time to be able to show you just a little bit of my world and how the geekiness that reigns in it. Thank you so much, and I hope you were able to choose me for your documentary.